Hello everybody, and welcome to the WDW Photography YouTube channel. I'm Cory Disbrow, co-owner of WDWphotography.com. For our first how-to video, we're going to discuss how to take the best photos of the fireworks at Walt Disney World. The first thing you're going to want to do is set your camera into bulb mode, which looks a little something like that on my 5D Mark II. On other cameras, you'll go into the manual mode and then adjust the shutter speed until the word bulb pops up on the camera. Once in bulb mode, you're going to want to set your ISO down to the lowest it can go, which for me is 100, and I think on most Nikon cameras it's 200. Then set your f-stop, or aperture, up somewhere between f8 and f13 for the beginning of the fireworks shows, and then at the end, crank it all the way up to f22. One thing we always make sure to do when shooting fireworks is switch into manual focus. That way the autofocus system doesn't mess with the camera during the show. We also then turn the manual focus ring to infinity. That way we get a nice sharpness on the castle or whatever else you're trying to capture. Stability is also one of the most important things when shooting fireworks. You're obviously going to need a tripod, and then you're also going to need one of these little guys, a remote shutter release. That way your hands don't touch the camera, resulting in a sharp shot every time. Another way to capture the magic of wishes and illuminations is one of these. This is called a neutral density filter, or ND for short. What it does is it allows less light in, allowing more color of all those big firework bursts, especially during finales and special holiday tags. Now that you've got your gear all ready to go, it's time for the show to start. Once the show starts, look for the little white trails going into the sky. That's your cue to trip the shutter. We usually hold our exposures out anywhere from 6 seconds to 10 seconds without an ND filter, and somewhere between 20 and 45 if you have an ND on or a very powerful ND on. Some other tips for shooting fireworks would be to watch the shows on YouTube. That way you get an idea for where all the big bursts happen, and also you get an idea for where all the musical cues are for your favorite parts of the show. And lastly, location is everything. You're not going to want to take pictures of wishes if there's a tree blocking your way, and you're not going to want to take shots of illuminations if one of the several islands of World Showcase Lagoon is also in your way. So make sure to get your spot probably 45 minutes to an hour before showtime, which in Epcot can be very simple, and in the Magic Kingdom can be a little bit of a pain. We suggest just hanging out on one of the curbs over by Main Street until the show starts, setting up your gear, and then scurrying over into the middle of the street right when the first bursts of the show happen. Thanks for checking out this first video from us at WDWphotography.com. I'm Cory, and we'll see you real soon.